Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, so me couldn't make that one here pass me though. Me could not make it pass me. Oral Tracy said some very interesting things about why he thought the PNP lost the election. And I want to share it with you guys because it's unbelievable to me, to say the least. And this is not about bashing Oral Tracy. This is just about talking the truth. I don't know Oral Tracy from nowhere. I don't have nothing personal against him. Him supposed to be a public figure in Jamaica, sports commentator, all kind of commentator, politics commentator, and them something there. So, me just gotta talk the truth. Me gotta open up the phone line a little bit too when I time. Guys, if you're just joining this channel for the first time, welcome. Please subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Big up on yourself. Moderator, thank you for joining. Members, JPU members, thank you for your membership. Big up everybody, thank you. Guys, me I forgot play the voice note here. Somebody sent me a voice note. The Oral Tracy commented on the election result, and we're gonna discuss it here tonight. For the record, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, won the election by 10,000 votes. He received 10,000 more votes than the PNP. That is a lot of votes, okay? So that's why when we hear people talk about close election, no, it wasn't a close election. The total vote count for each party. JLP won by 413,000 votes, rounding it off to 413,000 votes, and the PNP 403,000 votes. That's a lot, okay? So tell me in the chat if you guys heard Oral Tracy's statement. More if me want to hear it. Let me just put this on the screen. 413,000. Somebody asked me today how much the JLP win by, so I'm just gonna put it here. PNP. All right. Let me just play this and make on the ear first, and then we'll come back, guys. See it here.
PNP get it wrong. Them over attack. But everything strategically, me think the PNP get it wrong. Them over attack Brogan and him integrity. Anybody who born and grow and they on the ground in Jamaica know the psyche of the average Jamaican. You see, any poor youth to make it in Jamaica, they got one or two people that don't mind them. But any poor youth will rise from ashes to the skies, successful, make some money. Jamaican people are going to always have a rating for that. Because the system is so stacked against a poor ghetto youth to rise to the top. You know. It is so stacked against it that any man, and listen to part of cleaning, any man or woman who is able to rise above that and make it financially and professionally, regardless of the moral path for them taking. Jamaica don't really have that kind of moral compass there. You know. So the attempt, because what the PNP did, you know, was attempt to appeal to the moral and ethical compass of the Jamaican people. And while it unfold, remember, we have the conversation. I think I have it on the channel here, but we have it with a couple of people. And we tell them, so watch your man. Historically, Jamaican not decide who win an election based on corruption. So you see the PNP deciding to go all out on the integrity of Brogan. They have to mention it, you know. Because you're in a political war space and integrity, you understand me? You have to mention it. But it cannot be the cornerstone of your campaign. Culturally, it will backfire. Because Jamaica people rate hustler. And it don't matter how hustler make their money. So if you try to paint the hustler as a hustler, it never resonate to the people. Because Jamaica people inherently rate hustler. If you understand the psyche of the common Jamaican, the average youth in a Jamaica, we not talk the sophisticated middle class, you know. We are talking the real Jamaican people. Any youth to rise up and make it, them have a underlying rating for them. And if you attack a success there, it can backfire upon you. Go into the community then, and look at who are the most popular and rated people in any community. Go in there, go look. Looking for the most morally upstanding people then get the most rating in the society. Eh? Think about it, no? Think about the history and culture of the Jamaica. Who get a big rating in the community? The school teacher, the pastor, or the chopper? That is not true, man. And people don't misconstrue what I say, no. When I say, no politician or chopper, you know. But because I say the attempt to make Brogan look like him is this and him is that, it backfire.
All right, Mr. Oral Tracey, somebody call him over here for me, please. Come in like talk behind people back, you know. So, Oral Tracey, you say you are not trying to insinuate that the Prime Minister is a chopper or anything like that. You are also saying that there is a cultural thing where because the system is stacked against the poor man, and then you go ahead now to say you're not going to get Jamaican people them to rise up against a man who has integrity problem where he's rising from nothing to something. But Oral Tracey, two things me not hear you mentioning at this. First of all, the Prime Minister of Jamaica work hard like any other hard-working somebody. Whether I come from poverty or not, I work and reach part him there. I never no shortcut. I never no jump fence. I work hard. That's the first thing. The second thing is Oral Tracey. I didn't hear you talking about the lies that the opposition was telling on the Prime Minister. Everything with them talk about the Prime Minister lying. You know? So you're talking as if the opposition was making a good case about integrity against the Prime Minister. But the Jamaican people them did not support the opposition because the deck is stacked against poor man and we have a culture of choppers. You mix up. You're mixing up your head. Because remember, you know, a psychology we study over here, so you know. So you can't come talking in a backward style or talk and go around the mulberry bush, my love, if you try and make you feel like say something well legit. What you're doing is insulting the Prime Minister. And you're trying to insult our intelligence, my love. I'm never just tell you the truth. The Prime Minister got to where he is because he worked hard. Because he did what everybody else who work hard and make an honest bread did. You, Oral Tracey, you will watch everything like we. And you see, every investigator where them go for, even the outside investigator, them was supposed to be unbiased. Them come back with nothing. You see that. So that means that the Prime Minister in a no integrity problem. You must see the lie where the opposition tell upon the Prime Minister too. Or you not talk about the lie them. Me not understand. Why don't you say because Andrew Holness not come from the Tapanaris class, the work where him do, the honest bread where him make is a problem because of the racism? Yes. Me tell you a long time, you know, so when you not talk about racism and people are talk about Mark Golan being British or whatever, the real victim of racism in all of this is Andrew Holness, you know. The real and true victim in all of this when you not talk about racism and Andrew Holness. Because when you can come and say Mark Golan work for Femon, him say my lawyer, him say my investment banker, and mix up in a FinSac, he mix up in a DB&G. Greg Christie and them people at Integrity Commission come out before and said that Mark Golding obtained money by irregularities. And the Prime Minister mentioned that in the debate. So are you trying to tell me that based on that, Mark Golding doesn't have an integrity issue? He does. He does. And none of you will run off on the mouth out here. When you don't come call out Mark Golding for no integrity. Warm to Mark Golding assets them where they're offshore. Did he report all those monies and sitting where him having a proven wealth to the Integrity Commission? No. Me not hear no big mouth on it. But because of Andrew Holness being a black man, this is where the racism come in now. Because Andrew Holness being a black man going up against a white man, everything wanna bring uno thinks the white is always right. I wanna come down upon the Prime Minister because him black. And that you know for talk about, you know? Me not hear not talk about that. Uno want to come and blame the Jamaican people them through the Jamaican people them. Never side with Mark Golding and the PNP. Because what? Uno claims a system stuck against poor man and we in a culture of choppers. So therefore them not going to go against Andrew. A lie you tell. Fear argument now will not wait, my love. Where you come with, you are trying to come and blame the Jamaican people in a decent way. I say because of our culture. Why on a side with Andrew Holness? On a culture of chopping. On a culture of having this English-British system that was created in the first place against the people them who look like Andrew Holness. Uno can't go tit for tat with you when time I come out to human psychology over yourself, you know. Because oral Tracey, you're wrong for this, you know. You're wrong for this. You want me to tell you why the PNP lose? Let me tell you why the PNP lose. The PNP lose because nobody not trust Mark Golding. Peter Bunting and them. DB&G, mix up, Finsack. Nobody not trust them. That's a number one. Number two, I'll tell you why PNP lose. PNP never have no policy. You even said them run a smear campaign. Well, you never say a smear campaign. Let me take that back. You say they overplay the integrity card. That's what you call it. Say they overplay the lies. They overplayed the lies, the smear campaign. They didn't have any policies. They walked back on their 3.5. They were not cohesive in what they were putting to the Jamaican people. Them come out with manifesto 1 and manifesto 2. And them something like PNP lose. Are 5 things that me just name, you know, why PNP lose, you know. But if we want to go there about integrity, the only thing the PNP overplayed are the lies and the smear campaign. So you need to wheel and come again. Leave the Jamaican people them alone. The Jamaican voters are intelligent. 10,000 more people voted for the JLP than the PNP. And the people them say Mark Golding them lie and wicked. Every day them get, cause all you oral Tracey, me hear you call about Andrew for call election, you know. Me hear you call say Andrew for call election. And you talk like say Andrew afraid for call election cause him afraid him going lose. So you come out and dip on the Prime Minister already. So right now, what you say, me know you try if you make it seem like say boy, you try justify the loss for the PNP. You can't justify the loss for the PNP. The whole of it out here and see the thing play out. You need to go and reevaluate, you know, why you're coming out saying these things and trying to blame the Jamaican people. And if the Jamaican people them did want to get rid of Andrew Holness, you would not see the voter turnout 39%. You would have seen a lot more people come out to vote out this man. I was quite shocked to hear it. This makes no sense. The PNP lost because Dayton Campbell came out and said them going to put on food import tax. PNP lost because Damian Crawford said education tax and the school them for open 2 more hours. Teacher them no want that, Pitney them no want that. PNP lost because the 3.5, them could even explain the 3.5. They have no growth strategy. Nobody has any clear idea of what they are putting to the Jamaican people. That is the reason, Oral Tracey. PNP come say them going to take $1 billion and give to some transmission per social media where I tell be a lie out here and I help smear campaign people. And that's why the PNP lose. Don't come put nothing upon the Jamaican people them. The people them vote the right way. The ones who voted majority for the government, they voted the right way. It's not no chopper culture and no systematic problem against poor people. That's not it. That's not it. And that me not like we don't know. Jamaica is great and Jamaican people are wonderful until when you see Jamaica people them stand up for something good and against fit on the side. You don't want to come out and style the people them. No man. Jamaican people, the 10,000 people them, which made up the majority of the voters them voted for the right thing. And may I give them credit. You know, stop it. Me no hear you come talk about no policy. And the policy them and the achievement them make Andrew honest win, you know. The policies that he ran on, the achievements, and the fact that he stood up to Mark Golding in that debate. He won that debate hands down. Told Jamaica that Mark Golding is a liar. He told Jamaica that Mark Golding also was investigated by integrity bodies in Jamaica where they found that he was mixed up and I get sweetheart deal on them something there. Mark Golding went into the debate to try and paint Andrew Holness as a man when I have no integrity and corrupt and them something there with the smear campaign. Andrew mash him right down. And them something make PNP lose. And we're here to say thank you, Lord, for saving us from Hurricane PNP. Miss us with your bull crap, man. No bother with that. The 10,000 people them were voted, including PNP people, a whole heap of PNP people from even the diaspora, fly down to Jamaica to go vote to keep out Mark Golding and Peter Bunting them from out our government and keep Andrew there. Whole heap of people, whole heap of PNP people are support the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Because we see the lies, we see the character assassination, the smear campaign. Nothing to do with no integrity. Because them now no integrity. And we respect the voters of Jamaica. Those who voted to put back the government there. We even respect the people them who don't vote that way there. Because then at least then come up and exercise them vote. But the one them who overwhelmingly 10,000 of them will put back the government there, maximum respect to them. We don't care what no one say, no. But you come with some style sometime where you think that people stupid? Them are pitney our young people we are born nowadays. They're smarter than we when we are grow. Them work their eyes open up to the world and everything. We never have no social media. We only did have Jamaica for look on. So nobody come with their style here. Guys, make I want the phone line. See what's up number there. This is unbelievable. The phone line is open, guys. Oh, wait, let me play it back. See it here. For those of you who are just joining, welcome. Oral Tracey, why PNP lost? Listen.
Everything strategically, me think the PNP get it wrong. Them over-attack Brugad and him integrity. Anybody who born and grow and they on the ground in Jamaica know the psyche of the average Jamaican. You see any poor youth to make it in Jamaica, There are 1 or 2 people who bad mind him. But any poor youth will rise from ashes to the skies, successful, make some money. Jamaican people will always have a rating for that. Because the system is so stacked against a poor ghetto youth will rise to the top. It is so stacked against it that any man, and listen to part of clearly, any man or woman who is able to rise above that and make it financially and professionally, regardless of the moral path for them taking. Jamaica don't really have that kind of moral compass there. So the attempt, because what the PNP did, was attempt to appeal to the moral and ethical compass.
You're bright and faced about Jamaica people, them not have no moral compass. You're out of order, eh? How much people in a prison at Jamaica them the kind of something they compare to other countries? Nobody with it, yeah? Hello, good night. You're live. Turn on the background for me, please.
Yeah, man. Hi, Natalie.
Hi,
First
welcome.
time caller.
Thank you.
Just subscribe to your channel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just love what you're doing, to be honest with you. And it's fair that you're calling out the bullshit that they're in. And it's just something that I pre the other day, I sit down and what I saw is that the PMP don't like Mark Golden. So what they did, they sabotage him. I'm not a PMP, but it's just what I see. They sabotage him for him to tarnish his own reputation that they can get him out to put who they want in there. Remember the voice note that went out with Dayton with Damon Crawford talking how he's talking and how Matt Golden have the money to buy a vote. This is what you're seeing playing out. But I love how Andrew Honest beat them with integrity, with honesty, and with God behind him back. To expose them for who they really are. And I just love it. It's the second time I voted for Andrew Honest. I voted the first time he became Prime Minister. And I didn't get the vote in the second time because of my husband was in the hospital. And this time I said, I never miss it this time. And I went and I voted. I love it. I really love it. But what I have to say is, he has to put his ministers, his MPs on target because a lot of MPs are faltering. And that's why people, the constituents, they have low enthusiasm for a lot of the voters. But you see, because they don't want to put in the PMP in, that's why they voted. Because even in my ear, because I live in Liverpool, Grangepen, and there's a road here one needs to fix so long. And they keep on pull them foot, drag them foot. But you see, because we don't want PMP come in, I voted for Ed Bartlett.
Okay, St. James.
But I love my Prime Minister. I love him dearly. I am not a diehard Labourite, but I love my Prime Minister.
Okay, thank you.
My husband never gets to vote because I have no ID. So I have to make sure, say him go get him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because we want this prosperity that is in the country to continue. I just love it. And have a wonderful night. I'm still here listening to your program. So, yeah, bless up yourself, Natalie.
Yes, thank you for calling.
Yeah.
Guys, you see the local election that we are come up to? Let me just say this before I forget. The government, even though the last local election, the PNP declared victory and them did not win, and Blunderbuss announced that they win, they never win. But the government must perform better in the next local election that is coming up. Them not have no choice. Them have to perform better. Hello, good night. Where are you? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man, I shove on by the way. When I said that the last caller, I disagree with her because me that campaign with the PMP back the time when Mark Golden did war run, and me can tell you, really and truly, he never war run and force him to do.
Lord because Jesus.
the party did not disarray. Them did need money.
Mm-hmm.
But going is another type there for shove up himself. And you see it. That's why him look so awkward when time go on interviews and stuff like that. Because that is not just him. Him not seem like himself. Even in the day when him pull out him birth certificate, him all a shake. I'm nervous. That is not him for the
confrontational type. Oh.
Yeah, him another type there, but I force them as I know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Him a part of Rise United and them, you know?
So let me do and keep out Lisa.
Yeah, because you realize as in third PMP president, Peter Bunting are the first person put in the Senate and him are the leader of the opposition Senate.
Mm-hmm.
So you realize that I really force them. But another thing I really want to touch on because this really hurt me. At home, I see the PNP, them really a fight against the school bus and the things that them I say, oh, it a meet in an accident.
Oh, God, man.
It down a road and them so there. And it really hurt me, Natalie,
I
because imagine when I politicize children, I say, all if you don't like bars pinning them now take the bus. And it just hurt me to see how them a politicize the kids. And I said, boy, the bus I got crash, it I got broke down, it now I got work out. Me used to go to school at Excelsior and me live at Jungle. You know how much time taxi man now take picnic? And sometimes the JUTC bus then takes so long for reach and I have to walk from Mountain View, go all the way go home because no taxi man now take picnic. And now you have a system where I get help out the kids them and people are fight against it like that. No man, people really wicked, man.
Discuss. So when oral Tracey attack, he never take into consideration say because people say all them something there with the school bus and how them a behave.
Yeah, all that too. Cause remember me that talk to one of my friend them and she tell me say boy me never did go vote, but now I go vote. Because all the PMP them are going and them are slander Andrew and things like that and a spread bag of lies. And things like that. No, man, them say no, them have to go and cast them ballot because it just never makes sense, honestly.
Oh, that must see. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling and take care of yourself.
Yeah, man. I get tuned back in.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, you don't realize you have 2 election Mark Golding lose already? When Siobhan said that them forced him to be the opposition leader or to be the president of the PNP, it's true. Because he did come out and say, people tell him, and that's why KD Knight did endorse Lisa Anna and said, you don't want a man who will come run because people tell him. You want somebody who has a natural passion for service. So them send him. He never study and ready for this. But that said, a 2 election Mark Golding lose, you know. Mark Golding lose the local election and can lose the general election. So Jamaica has rejected Rise United more than one time. Jamaica rejected Rise United. The PNP them rejected Rise United 2019. In a 2020, even though some of them sabotage the seat them, but people like our Bunting who was voted out. Another rejection for Rise United. And if Mark Golding never come with $10 million, Mark Golding will get 1 vote for president in a PNP, except for the Risers them. Lose the local election and lose the general election. Nobody don't want them for sure. So when you see the voter turnout low, because the people them don't want, as what the young lady say, because the people them don't want PNP. They nobody come out because they don't see how the thing set already. In last 3 election, what the third one? Dion Jackson Miller say he should not resign. You're too liar when she says so. Me tell you to unsubscribe from over that woman the channel, you know. Leave her in the wilderness, you know, because I don't know what them company platform for do, you know. The man lose 2 elections. 2 me count. People say a 3 election. I saw the boy, I don't know. Lord, my body. And Jackson Miller saying for stay there. Okay then. We know what to do going forward then. Like how I'm supposed to stay there, because I'm not do nothing the whole time him there. Him sit down there collect how much $1 million the opposition leader for tell be a lie pan the prime minister and pan the country. Eh? Me see a bar out here, you know. Oh. Hello, good night.
Yeah, good night, JPO.
Good night.
And the family, big up for us. What go on that?
Me there.
Why? You know, say, me listen to oral Tracey, and the reason why I'm not even going to bring up it to you, because I talked to you last time. It's like two I'm implied. Like, him not call nobody no chopper. Virgin, like, you just said, whether people achieve certain things financially or by education or whatever. All right. So how you put in, you don't understand all the negative creeping out.
We hear him say clearly, no matter how him talk it. If him talk it upside down, round and round, we know exactly what him say. Is that Jamaican people them not a moral compass. And that's why them vote against the PNP.
Because they don't vote for female leader.
Yeah, me know. That him say, out of order.
But if you want to see, you know, say, me not going to say, because man, they raised me to describe woman certain way. Now listen to Diane Jackson, whatever, Miller she name. And it's like she has said, well, like if she has said what Andrew has to prove, like what more you have to prove, like say this election, Andrew does the Labour right them only goal was to win the third term. No. The goal was to win, to continue the progress. I don't understand these people. Like,
you see, because of Diane Jackson Miller and them people, you know. This is why I'm not curious. Some people are come on the channel and can say, Nats, nobody talk about a fourth term. Me I talk about the fourth term. Me have to talk about the fourth term. Because Diane Jackson Miller, they want to come down upon righteousness and truth with people who are dealing with lies and wickedness. And we cannot have that. So the fourth term...
And she give my goal in this glowing reference, my girl. I mean, I said to myself, the man lose.
Well, there are different stages of grieving, and I think they're in the denial stage right now. So
no, man. Even all right, the night when at the concession, you know, see the man body language, the man not even try to, yeah, man, yo, none of that. He just talk in Queen's English and go through. He can't say relief in body language and everything.
Yeah.
Like man said, it's finally over.
I know he's probably relieved, yeah.
Well, sorry for cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you that he is relieved. He looks relieved. This is hard for him.
Regine, at the most comfortable me ever seen, and most eloquent me ever hear him speak, and a concession speech.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like, what's your name, Motley, and all these people with them little vile attitude, and Buchanan, me realize he get a little extra eye to come. Me see him all about. I don't know.
You know, so people like Buchanan, me can't listen to them, you know, because me tell them to say the entire PNP hierarchy and the candidates. Me don't want to say all of the candidates, but most of them over there are some mentally ill people. Same like the bloggers, them where them take up certified mentally ill. Me not bash no mentally ill people, but I'm just saying, to have those people in positions that are important is a grave cause for concern, in my opinion. I mean, the hypocrisy too. We didn't want to talk this last night, but we never remember. Me see Mark Golding walk down pan George Wright, down a Duke Street. George Wright are going to parliament, and him a tell him, say, him not fi walk beside of him. Because they say George Wright and him woman a war. Right? And see Mark Golding them now take up a man who was convicted of drug trafficking twice and deported. A man who never admitted to the public, say, him did a push drugs twice and get caught. He made it sound like he was set up. And that's not true. Okay?
Yeah, no. It was an active participant.
So how this integrity thing when coming now? Whether you did a push drugs 10 years ago or 20 years ago, you know. When it comes on to the Parliament of Jamaica, a lot of people are arguing that in our country here in Jamaica, we've never had that. And what you're saying now is that when it comes on to the Parliament, anybody can go in there. So all them never want George Wright for going there and I walk down upon the man and I bully him, but them have eyes at look at man. Me can't, them suck me at oral Tracey.
I go the youth, I remember say I make such man there road and I said to myself,
sorry.
What? Why me don't know? Naturally, we have to listen them over there. See all the first if in a parliament, why hear what them cause let me tell you something, you know. Your foot you can tell the race, you know, with the first step out of block, you know.
Me now listen to them, you know. Why make them not put Warmington as a house speaker? I think that's what needs to happen.
Listen, man, just say nothing Natalie, man. That you don't know. Cause if them people then go target the first lady, you know. They go make a sad mistake, you know.
All right, well, let me take a next call. Thank you for calling, yeah?
Yeah, man. Listen, love, sister.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Guys, me believe in a second chances and me believe that people can redeem themselves. I'm talking about my statement about Isaac Buchanan, okay? So whether Isaac want to do him 20 years of prison and get deported or do drugs or whatever, it doesn't matter to me. What I am saying is the standard where them set in a Jamaica for the House of Parliament, where a man in a Jamaica or a woman in a Jamaica could not have done that and went in there. What happens if Dodos come from prison and get deported and come to Jamaica and do him time, and Dodos get a seat from the JLP for run and go in a parliament? The whole of the PNP them are cuss, you know. Them going to cuss. What I don't like is hypocrisy. It's the hypocrisy of it. So one of us say now, Isaac Buchanan was rehabilitated and redeemed or whatever. But nobody else don't deserve that same redemption. And that may talk about the hypocrisy. Make up on the mind. What is the standard for the parliament anymore? It's changed. PNP changed it. Hello, good night.
Good night, Natalie.
Eh?
Listen me. Me now hear myself over the radio, the TV, you know. Me tell you something. How old is Peter Bunting?
65.
Yeah. So if you got that one that election, 5 years in a 70 in a retirement place like what man the name? Pickers Gill and the other man.
Mm-hmm.
How old will be Mark Golden?
Must be 65.
Yeah. Now Andrew just 52-year-old. When Andrew done that, Andrew can get another 4 term and him not even reach 60 yet.
Me know.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Those are gonna be redundant old man. Who not have Alzheimer's and depression because they are lie and mischievous. Oral Tracey again in the embedded for them bed foot.
What me?
So you can't talk with somebody where one lady say me not talk about. Him not embedded from him bed foot. So you see when time people talk and talk fast, you don't think pay them no mind.
But they say them a commentator, so when commentator talk and them talk to the public and people hear them, you have to, you see what they're saying, and if it's bullcrap, then you gotta speak out.
Yeah, I want him to know that me hear Mr. Vega say because them a pig. You have to go in I got for them because they care you I got so you have to go in I got to take them to lick them.
So how you feel about the result and everything?
But me feel sweet, Natalie. Me tell you. Me feel good. And you know I'm glad for them win by 20. Just the 28 bank book.
So where there? Don't you come from over Amos them over Pickersfield?
Yes.
So how you feel about how that turned out?
No, remember I'm not there Jamaica.
Yeah, me know, but we were talking about it.
All right, let me tell you something. Let me tell you about Amos part now. You see, in over Northwest St. Catherine, where I am from.
Mm-hmm.
You see, let me tell you something. You see, we can't get history about that. Because first to comments at Johnny Giles used to run Northwest St. Catherine. Then Johnny was a JLP. Till Jack Stevens to come in. And Jack Stevens is a PMP. Jack Stevenson work. Jack Stevenson renovate the post office, in Billa Clinic, a new clinic, and in Billa Sport Complex in Rosemount, and in Fixie Market. Bobby Pickers come in there and do nothing, Natalie, nothing. I remember, I'm a delegate for the Jamaica Labour Party. I remember one time we take Bobby and walk, because I'm a minister road and thing, and walk with me and show him. And him say, oh, I'm going to fix the road. Till this blessed day, no road not fixed. Natalie, the other day, when we look on Facebook, when we look on go take a picture, when you look at it garbage, when the link through, where Rasta the pan, high on in dread, long on in dread. And then not to clean up the garbage. And them attack. You understand me? Then it's like, me don't know them people that not with St. Catherine. Me don't know. It's like they love to see garbage in the Lindsay Road. So they more forever vote to PMP.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you. Yeah. We catch up. Yeah. Hello, good night. Hello. Good night. I'm fine, thank you. How are this? Well on there, Let me see something called the speaker now. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes.
Well on there, Lord Jesus. Look like the connection bad. Alright. Yes.
You remember, I think it was in March or February, I was saying to you that the next general election, Westmoreland and Hanover will go back to PNP.
Mm-hmm.
You remember I said it to you?
Yes, I do.
And I'm living here. I'm here for a good while. I'm 60 years old. And what I study with these people, you have three types of PNP. You have the licky PNP, lazy licky PNP. Will settle for just about anything. They depend on the party when the party is in power or their MP in their era is in power. You have another set of PNP, hardworking PNP, who believe that all when they know say their representative no good, them party must always in power. Mm-hmm. You have another set of PNP that believe that Jamaica is PNP country and don't care what, PNP must always in power.
Okay.
But there you have some people in Western
the phone, you see? Anytime I talk to people in Westmoreland, this always happens. The connection seems to be a problem there. I forgot to call back. I hate that. Anyway, guys, that is the result there. JLP 10,000. Me not even toward the news that move fast, guys. I just to them realize the final vote count, say so much 10,000 vote. If I ever hear somebody talk about close election again, you see, man. Hello, good night.
Hello, Tony. Good evening.
Good evening, you're live.
Yeah, man. One of your subscribers or follower from way back. Call a couple times as well too. Yeah. First, I must tell you, congrats, because I believe wholeheartedly, say, even the influx of people are flying to come support and vote, and your actions help push that. Because I remember from a long time, I said, who can go down? Book a ticket and go down. So, I feel so you have to tip your hat for that.
Yeah, but, thank you.
Another thing too is, earlier Carla did mention a thing about Diane Jackson. She, I see a poor Tracey what you're talking about right now. They have one agenda to just push PNP thing, because there's no two way about it. They are just activists. So no matter what PNP do, them not gonna ever look on it in a balanced way. Because the thing what the man I tell you earlier, we didn't up a bucket up with Diane Jackson. As a matter of fact, the only reason why I made up a see her, because I stop following her from realize how she bias and steal. But interestingly, I don't want to say, see how our thing did go. The fact say our party lose. So I say, I just check it. I just saw the phone night. But back up on the argument now, she push a thing and say, Andrew already proved himself, him win 3 terms, him lower crime, the economy has done well. And I say, hold on, I see him, Diane Jackson, this will go on in the world of pop down. All of a sudden now election win, and you start to congratulate the man and big up all of the positives them. We never talk about that when you're not where they go in to go to the on the debate. We never ask one of them questions there. You see me? But the agenda, as I say, is just a push for them things. So you know what she say now? Andrew can retire. She don't think he might go last out the full term. Somewhere along the next this third term. She say more the make office. And I say, where you come with them crosses there?
Hold on there.
The man young.
So hold on there. If Mark Golden lose 2 elections and Andrew not lose none, why Mark Golden for stay and Andrew for go?
Precisely. So she see him and I talk about the two sides are lean up mouth. Sorry for this thing, but that's the reality.
No business with she, because she a part of a problem in Jamaica, you know.
No, I said, I'm not too serious for purpose, because I think the balance. She see him and I go stand and promote Mark Golden, who statistically is a dead duck in the whole thing.
He lose 2 elections.
Get kicked away. Precisely, a 2 back-to-back election, the man lose. And then what you said that thing too. It's like when you go and you ask to the labor right them say, yo, build on yourself. This whole thing we're not talking about 50 odd seat and 40 enough seat and thing. Ease on yourself. Right? Me agree with you wholeheartedly 100%. It's a 2020 election. You can't use that in any statistical analysis or not. Because the reality of it is that there were so many things at play. PNP they divided, the risers them did a sabotage.
COVID.
All them so. You see what I say? So some of the seat them are the drop in a JLP side. And basically the circumstances do it never nothing to do with the facts of a general election.
Yes.
What you have to match is a solid PNP leader versus a solid JLP leader. And the only closest election I can go to is 2016 when Portia did go and nearly carry it home. I remember in 2016 I go pick up my wife up in a up Mona side where she work. I'm not come back down the night. The evening, I should say. Early hours, in the afternoon, mid-afternoon. I say, they must set at the big stage in the middle of Whole Hope Road. I say to her, I say, no, it's a PNP win the election. And she say, what do you mean? Because them tell them not even vote yet. I say, yeah, man. I say, yo, you have a thing on the indoor agents. You have to analyze them things. Them have the numbers and them as a feedback. And then the party can know how them stand from early out. I say, based off of this, them block off the road. PNP win. If you remember, in 2016, and them up wake up and jot and bed and say, brother, come down at headquarters and see you win. And then come down the stunned. You see what I say?
Yeah.
So reality is, if you have a match up 2016 to 2025.
Mm,
so
your
when
fees.
PNP make up nice about them double them seat count and thing and stuff. What a foolishness.
Them in
them worst idiot.
a PTSD them have.
If you look from 2016 to 2025, when JLP did, I think at the third one, and I must say the winner next thing after that is some by-election or some force like that. The reality of it is that for you to have increased your count now to a 7-seat difference, it simply means the JLP has gained momentum and favoritism to the voting population. PNP on the other hand is in the reverse. There's no other way to look at the statistics.
Your fee said the Prime Minister, they think he was going to win this election.
Yeah, man. Because let me tell you what happened.
With them the whole heap of lie they wouldn't tell upon him?
No, what you pray now, Natalie. Again, two things. I write it in 1 and 2 your blogs and things and commenting and I tell us big up. You see you, Karen, Michelle, Vegas, and then you have some other straight up way. The man there straight labor, right? So, you know, people might take what they must say because they must say them are biased. But the reality of it is that, like, much be on them people, right? The reality of it is that if I never uno in a social media, I counter the thing them, and I point out and I say, yo, this don't make no sense, and I put some logics to it, JLP will lose. Because the propaganda thing is a thing, a PNP thing. Then, so for example, them are big up PJ, and I say PJ is one of the most successful prime minister in terms of winning, not in terms of running the country, right? But watch this now. If you compare PJ and compare Andrew, I mean, I say this from a biased perspective, logics. PJ was beating up Edward Siaga, who did insist that him not give up power in the JLP. You know, so the moment them go so, and Bruce did come take it overnight, and Portia, who was very famous, JLP go so and sneak in a little close win. And then, of course, the Dollars thing go on after that, and the whole Halabaloo rare, and boom. So when you do the maths on it, PJ na beat up one man, which was not a popular man, and they don't declare him say, he no belong to Jamaica, and a black man time, and they tell lie upon him, say him call black people, black scandal, but all them madness there, and the rare, right? Andrew Hollis, on the other hand, him take on Portia, him win. Him take on Peter Phillips, him win. Him take on Mark Bolin 2 times and win. So who would that be a better contender? Now the man who defeat 3 people versus one that just basically I go rematch with one man. You see what I'm saying? But outside of that, the reality of it is that one of the things on me, because I might sound like my labor, but I'm not die-hearted.
Yeah, what then?
You see what I'm saying? Me one patriotic Jamaican.
Okay.
When I tell Mr. Bonafire for voting, because I never reason out things properly. You see me? The reality of it is that when I see what happened in the 90s, and this whole thing of people say, yo, focus on now, not talk about the past and thing and stuff. But the thing is, when me go and start work in the early 2000s, me come to a conclusion and say, if and when me have youth, them now go done pay off the debts and the loss where the country lose in the 90s. Incidentally, my first job was at NCB, right? I hope I not get myself in trouble for saying this, but I facts. When I know tell. And I remember when Omar Davis take over as Minister of Finance, a loan officer did come in a full space and say, right, the country mash up now. I was say, wait a minute. And the man say, yeah, that the man came angling owner personal, loan them. How am I going to go and manage? Because at the time he had loans with the bank. Is the man say? I lie me tell. So if your man comes to the man, so that is it. So the reality of it is that Omar Davis, who is a geologist by profession, was given the task of running the economy of a country. And then 2 little criminals there, we go on the side so they must start the whole paper pushing, government bonds and thing and stuff. Manipulate the thing, draw down money from them rich friends, take out high interest paying government bonds, pocket a big portion of it because them are the nigger man. Give them rich friend them the thing that and go and say, yo, here, I don't want to head. Nobody can come take out the country. The future will pay for it. So when me see, say, we're at a stage now where we move the debt down to I think a 62 them say now.
Both I think a 62%.
Yeah, low 62, yeah. And the whole man is them talk about, when JLP take it over, in a 07 of the thing that it did go up and half of it go up because the country did broke. There was no thing there. Someone say, remember, you know, see, Mark Gold claim say, I want genius, you know. He goes and tell Angela COVID, say, stop paying on the debt.
And give the people the money. Lord Jesus.
Precisely. But I'm not sure now. When I think I blame the labor right them for, and you talk it all the while, it's when it comes to communicating, them poor from that. So you see, you, Karen, the rest of the bloggers, them and thing and stuff, me or somebody suggest say you are swearing in them, if you send a ticket, come give and make a sit on the VIP, we believe in that.
Oh, you mean,
because
man?
Uno push the thing. There's no two way about it. If I never own them dead, and I come and say, when you must say, you go stand and beg them and I say, Virgin, you need to have somebody like how the US have a press person. And after that, you see them push out there, you know.
Yes.
And then them have some little shuffling and they couldn't steal this and go and get sent there and go Ministry of Education. Right? And then they go find Marlon Morgan. You see what I say?
Marlon saved the day.
You push them thing there. And you the go sound a voice out in the wilderness and say, Jenko people, this is how I reach, you know.
The communication. Lord Jesus. Boy, I'm glad to them recover from that still because the propaganda and the lie, hey, Jesus have mercy.
So that is what I'm saying now. When you look on Eva, the reports that come out, so back to the IC, we all know so the IC was loaded with things because you have a record in alone or somebody goes and state categorically say, yo, when it comes to government positions, then load them up with PNP. And we know that. Right? Made them somebody talk about, you need to introduce politics in a school. Rubbish. Because when you go up a UE, I best say you see the world of people ever get brainwashed in a PNPism. You see what I say? As I say, if I say a solid PNP, because I like all the idiot dread. Not for calling him that because I'm a real idiot. Damon
Crawford? Oh, God.
I believe so Damon Crawford have sense. And I say, okay, this money from PNP or thing that. And when me see the man goes and say, yo, Andrew get limelight to go give out 100 achievements. So guess what? Me I go try look some limelight and I go wipe car glass. And I'm mad man. I'm mad man that.
You know,
and then the other thing too, the man stop tell people that him are the brightest. Me the maths. And 3/4 something when I come out and come talk about some breakdown maths and thing and stuff. Rubbish. Him go and break out something about the school and thing and can come challenge me if you want. How can you be going and work with averages when you don't know the specifics of the different routes?
A gimmicks, the whole thing at PNP, whole thing a gimmicks thing, you know. Me not take them serious.
And then because
you think say
now the figures say anything come on TV or somebody who claims to them bright side, then I saw it good. Nobody no research for themselves.
Look here.
Like Michelle, who big in things and say, look on this.
If the PNP did have a serious leader, you think say Damon Crawford could have stand up beside the leader and talk to the foolishness and when him come talk, he wouldn't do that. But the whole of them say is a gimmicks thing, not no serious about what go on here so. So them just come talk anything out of their mouth.
Beer madness. In other words, it's like a if you want a comedy thing, you go listen. Because big man thing, you know, me tune into to some of them mass meetings and thing, you know. You hear what them say? And also forget entertained because that's the reality.
Boy, it's sad in a way though.
It's sad because as a fact, for your country prosper, you need a solid opposition. You need something where can go because you don't want to live right and get complacent and figure say, okay, the man listen that and we get complacent. You see that?
Yeah.
I'll probably start the foolishness because me is a practical person. There's nobody who goes and talk about to the third politician because them say, we love this and we love that. Most of just the politicians get a reasonable salary. You know?
True.
But if a man goes and make it out of whether I'm a lawyer, you know them professional you normally go graduation years and them people have come to something in life. Lawyer, doctor, right? So you have your practice and you make your money. And you go take up government and thing. It's because the perks and the little kickbacks are coming out. The practical, the world over, politicians benefit from perks. But as to what you get when them get that is the difference. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to go on like to say, okay, you know how people get them little. You understand? But the reality of it is that who performs? I want to match it up. Who come with sensible policies?
True.
Who has proven themselves? And that's what we do. And then we look on it now. We examine the thing and say, okay, we are going to vote. And the other thing now where people go stand and say, vote apathy.